You walked into your parents' house for the holidays. You're 35 years old. You have a car, you have a job, you have a family. Within 10 minutes of walking through that door, you're no longer 35. You're that kid who got blamed, shamed, and accused for everything that happened. The one who stayed quiet and tried to fix things even when there wasn't anything that needed to be fixed. Same people, same chairs, same order. And just like that, you slipped right back into that old emotional state. Today, we're going to talk about emotional flashbacks, why they happen, and what you can do to help pull yourself back into the present. An emotional flashback is a sudden, overwhelming surge of emotion. Fear, shame, hopelessness, dread. It's triggered by something that's happening right now, but rooted in something that happened long ago. It feels disproportionate, way bigger than whatever just happened in front of you. It comes with an inner critic, a voice telling you that you're worthless, a failure, and never going to amount to anything. It can feel regressive, like you're back in a position of helplessness or hopelessness instead of the adult that you actually are. And it shows up physically. Heart racing, hand shaking, muscle tension, upset stomach, and sometimes, instead of panic, it shows up as emotional shutdown. Numb, flat, disconnected. And here is why it happens. Your amygdala is built to scan for danger. It doesn't look for facts, it looks for patterns. So when something happens that matches a pattern from your past, your brain recalls that old emotion before you have time to even think logically about it. And in that moment, it becomes harder for your prefrontal cortex, the reasoning part of your brain, to stay online. That's why you don't just remember being scared. You are scared as a grown adult, sitting there in those chairs. Now, let's take a look at what this actually looks like in real life. Think about someone sitting at a dinner table with their partner. On the surface, nothing's wrong. Then, their partner sighs, just a little too loud, just a little too abrupt, and in under a second, that grown adult isn't sitting at that same table anymore. You're a kid sitting in a kitchen that existed way back in your past. And there you are, waiting to find out just how much trouble you're going to be in. And underneath, a small voice. You always do this. You're always too much for people. You always ruin things. Why can't you get it together? And the voice doesn't even sound like you. It sounds like somebody else. Borrowed from somewhere a long time ago. A parent, a guardian, a teacher, or someone who made you feel that love could disappear at any given moment. And your body's already reacting. Heart pounding, hands cold, muscles tense. You're bracing for danger that isn't even there. That sigh wasn't a threat, but it definitely matched a pattern of past trouble. Now, let's look at another example. Someone is sitting there at dinner with their family, and someone makes a comment. You look tired. On the surface, it's not a big deal, but on the inside, criticism. Within seconds, you're the kid, trying to figure out, what did I do wrong? The reaction doesn't match the size of the trigger. One small comment turns into, I'm being judged again. And the voice that shows up this time is quiet and certain. Of course they see what's wrong with you. You're too sensitive. You always make everything so uncomfortable. Why can't you get it together? And instead of panicking, your body shuts down. Heavy, flat, just like the air has been pushed out of you. Your nervous system drops below its window of tolerance, and instead of hitting the alarm, it hit the brakes. Emotional flashbacks don't always look like panic. Sometimes it looks like going numb. Now, let's talk about how to fix it. You can't reason your way out of an emotional flashback, but you can teach your body how to come back to the present. Name it. One of the fastest ways to interrupt an emotional flashback is to name it. Don't name it, something's wrong with me, but I'm having an emotional flashback. And that distinction matters because it creates just enough separation between you and the reaction. You're not crazy, you're not broken. Your nervous system is just responding to an old pattern. This week, when that wave hits you, just say this. I hear you. Thanks for trying to help me, but not today. I'm not in any kind of danger. You're not arguing with the reaction. You're helping your body recognize that this moment is not the same as the old one that it's used to. Step 2, grounding into the present. Your amygdala is reacting to a pattern, not the actual room that you're sitting in or the chair that you're sitting on. So the fix here is to ground yourself in the here, in the now. Not the past. Try this. The next time something like this starts to happen, Take a slow breath in your nose, about 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Hold it for about 2 seconds, and then exhale. A little longer than it took you to inhale, all the way empty. And we're going to do it again. Full inhale. Fill your lungs all the way full and hold. Now let out slow. Feel your body let the air out as you exhale. Do this a couple times. This slow inhale helps your body to notice the present moment. This type of breathing helps to signal to your body that you're not in any kind of immediate danger. That's what starts to give your logical brain an opportunity to get back online. Not because you forced yourself to calm down, but because you gave your nervous system evidence that there's no danger. In step 3, separate the then from the now. Out loud, name 1, 2, 3 things that are different now than they were then. Back then, you may not have had any control. Now you can get up and leave the room anytime you want. Back then, you may have needed someone's approval to feel safe. Now you have your own life, your own choices, your own space. Back then, you may have had to sit quietly. Now you can pause, breathe, and decide what it is that you want to say next. This gives your nervous system real evidence instead of just leaving it trapped inside of that old emotion. In this step, you're reminding yourself that was then and this is now. One key takeaway from today's video, an emotional flashback puts you back into a time when you didn't feel safe, but you're not there anymore. The pattern that protected you then is not the pattern that's serving you now. And the more you learn to recognize it, name it, and come back to the present, the more chance you give yourself to respond as the adult now and not the kid from your past. If this video helped you to put a name to something that you've been feeling, please drop a comment in the section below. What is it that's causing you to have emotional flashbacks? And if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos that we have. And thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. You guys have a great day.